Hello, this is the WJTS News. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter reporting. A 10-year-old girl from Odin died after falling at Garden of the Gods in southern Illinois. Reports said the girl was visiting the Shawnee National Forest with her family on Friday afternoon. During a hike, she fell about 100 feet, according to Jackson County, Illinois coroner. She was airlifted to a hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. The 10-year-old girl was identified as Everly Montgomery. North Davies Community Schools made a post on Facebook that states Everly was an incoming fourth grader and her mother is a teacher at the corporation. Funeral services will be held at 11 a.m. on August 4th at the Odin Christian Church, that is in Odin. It's a debate between the perfect and the good in the Indiana House. Republican lawmakers are split over exemptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother in Indiana's proposed new abortion ban. Some Republicans don't want any exemptions, while others say they'd rather have a new law that bans most abortions than fail to pass anything because of a disagreement. The House is considering the new law this week. The Indiana Senate okayed it over the weekend. The Strassenfest opens up Thursday evening, August 4th in downtown Jasper. Thursday morning, we'll give you a preview of this year's fest with Strassenfest Live, aired here on 18 WJTS and 101 Country WBDC. Strassenfest Live airs at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and the hour-long show features Strassenfest royalty and chairpersons discussing all the Strassenfest offers and gives you insight into what the fest means to them and how to best enjoy all the events offered. Remember, the Strassenfest will be in a slightly different location in downtown Jasper. It'll be along 4th Street to the 10 Clark Cultural Center, and they've already started setting up the booths. And in a related story, we are still taking entries for the WJTS TV Talent Spiel to be held on Saturday night of the Jasper Strassenfest beginning at 6 p.m. on the Willkommen stage. Please call me here at the station 812-482-2727 and we'll make arrangements for your entry. The Talent Spiel is open to all ages and talent levels. If you sing, maybe you dance, maybe you play an instrument, or even tell friendly family jokes, we would like you to enter and perform. The entry fee is just $10. First place receives $100, second place gets $75, and third place wins $50. Again, call me here at the station 812-482-2727. I'd love to talk to you about the Talent Spiel. The DuBois County Solid Waste District is sponsoring its annual Agriculture Recycling Day on Wednesday, that's August 3rd, from 8 a.m. until 12 noon Eastern Time. DuBois County farmers and land managers are invited to bring their empty Trimble-Ritz pesticide containers, with lids off please, to be recycled. Last year, 3,000 containers were recycled during this event. The district encourages farmers and land managers to recycle again this year and welcomes additional businesses or agencies to participate. Now, drums of used motor oil will also be accepted during Ag Day, but by pre-registration only. There will be a 25-cent per gallon charge this year due to market conditions. Any farmers having waste oil need to contact Carla at the Solid Waste District with contact info, how many drums and how many total gallons they would like to recycle. Once registered, drums must arrive secured on pallets or be able to easily slide onto a pallet. Drums will be emptied and be available for pickup at a later date. No drums will be accepted without advance registration. The event takes place at the district's Process Center, which is located at 1103 South 350 West. That's just outside of Jasper. This is during regular public hours, so items that are accepted on a daily basis will be accepted as well. Farmers and land managers can call the office at 812-482-7865, 482-7865, or check out the DuBois County Solid Waste District Facebook page for additional information on the event. As students head back to the classroom, state and local law enforcement agencies are reminding motorists to stop for school buses or face the consequences. Over the next couple of months, officers will be increasing patrols to prevent stop-arm violations, speeding, and other forms of reckless driving around school buses and in school zones. More than 200 agencies plan to participate in the Back-to-School Stop Arm Violation Enforcement Campaign, better known as SAVE. The overtime patrols are funded by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration through grants administered by the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute. Despite thousands of motorists being cited under the SAVE program, unsafe driving around school buses continues to be a concern, according to state officials. In April, thousands of bus drivers who participated in a one-day observational survey counted 2,041 stop-arm violations in Indiana. That one-day total, when multiplied by the number of school days, adds up to a potential 367,000 violations throughout the school year. The newly released data comes from the National School Bus Illegal Passing Driver Survey, which is managed by the Indiana Department of Education in the state. The survey has been conducted annually since 2011, but was put on hold for the past 2 years due to the pandemic. This year, collection took place on April 26 with 6,665 bus drivers participating from 195 school districts. To prevent unsafe driving, officers will use a range of enforcement strategies from high visibility patrols to police spotters on buses. For each jurisdiction, officers will coordinate with local bus drivers and school transportation officials, with efforts concentrating in the morning and afternoon hours. Agencies will also be working to raise awareness about the importance of school bus safety and following the law. Disregarding a school bus stop arm is a Class A infraction. Violators could pay a fine of up to $10,000, have their license suspended for up to 90 days for the first offense or up to 1 year for the second. And this reminder, school will be starting next week, so it's here before you know it. The Indiana Department of Health announced that a total of 45 monkeypox cases have been reported across the state between June 18th and July 28th, including 2 pediatric cases. No additional information about the cases will be released at this time due to patient privacy. To date, Indiana has received 3,232 doses of the vaccine for monkeypox. Due to limited vaccine supply, vaccines are initially being prioritized for close contacts of positive cases to prevent severe disease. Additional vaccine is expected soon, and eligibility will be expanded to groups at high risk for exposure as supplies increase. Monkeypox is a rare disease caused by infection with the monkeypox virus, which is part of the same family of viruses as smallpox. Symptoms are similar to smallpox, but milder, and monkeypox is rarely fatal. The illness typically begins with fever, headache, chills, muscle aches, and exhaustion about 5 to 21 days after exposure. Within 1 to 3 days, sometimes longer, after the appearance of a fever, the patient develops a rash. The rash may start at the mouth or any part of the body before spreading. Some people may only develop the rash. The illness typically lasts for about 2 to 4 weeks. People are considered infectious until all scabs from the rash have fallen off and a fresh layer of skin has formed. Person-to-person transmission is possible, either through skin-to-skin contact with bodily fluids, monkeypox sores, or contaminated items such as bleeding or clothing, or bedding that is, or clothing, or through exposure to respiratory droplets during prolonged face-to-face contact. To learn more about monkeypox, visit monkeypox.health.in.gov. Now stay tuned. WJTS News will continue in a moment as Brian Schwank talks with the DuBois County Humane Society. Then we'll take a look at weather. And Caleb Knepp steps in to fill in for Kurt Guxell with sports.